Welcome, my viewers. I am Dr. N. Sukumaran, continuing our video subject being Health is your birthright. Excellent response and thankful to your comments and responses. Now let us see what is our today's subject, that is cancer. The moment the word cancer is uttered, a sort of fear psychosis just go through our mind, because that's how it is projected all through. This fear psychosis is not having any meaning. One of my friends, a senior scientific officer, has got colon cancer. He was admitted in our hospital, and the head doctor has suggested him that he should meet all his near and dear as his days are numbered. But he got very much annoyed. Compulsorily, he has taken the discharge and went out, and all of us were really worried. Surprisingly, he survived for 17 very healthy years, yes, barring some small incidents in between, and ultimately died of an accident. So this fear doesn't carry any meaning. And who says you have to fear about it? Your days are numbered. It is not a linear system of science to predict accurately what will happen to a patient. And yes, you may tell lot of research has done, but the fact remains. In 1960, a very paltry sum was allotted for research, investigations and treatment for cancer in United States of America. And in 2018, it jumped multifold. But a comparison of the percentage or number of deaths happened does not match at all. There is no improvement as suggested or projected. To make our life healthy and happy, number of hormones are at work in day and night. Apoptosis is known for various reasons. One is you might have seen the trees shedding its leaves. You might have seen the animal shedding its furs. Similarly, in human system also aged cells will be destroyed, a sort of self-destruction method. Serotonin is the hormone which makes it possible. Hypothalamus will transmit message to serotonin, and it in turn directs the cell to destruct itself. That's how the division starts. New cells will be produced. But due to certain reasons, the hormone will not be able to reach the message to the cells. This kind of separated cells will start growing itself. Eventually, it will form as a lesion or a cyst, which can be palpated and understand. All the hormones are supportive to each other, which will have a very desirous effect on our well-being, like happiness, healthy living, cooperation, mixing with the people, gifting, liking the good weather, go to the sleeping time. These are all decided by a group of hormones. Main among them are endorphin, serotonin, oxytocin, and dopamine, but its regulation is decided by our attitudes. So, the importance of attitude in maintaining good health is very much apparent here. If that attitude is not supporting this system, this hormonal system, then we are in trouble. So, friends, that's the first step to prevent a cancer. Is it possible? A big question. We cannot prevent directly, but we can create a situation whereby our hormones are working properly, their messages are received to the desired destinations properly, and thus we can maintain a good health. And these days there are number of investigations advanced by the latest investigations and techniques, latest revelations from the laboratories, and it starts from the surgery to radiation to cell directed therapies and lot many more. But we don't want to go to that details, but in these lockdown conditions, we cannot go to achieve those kind of things to get the benefit of those ideas because of our incapability to move out of our house. Yes, this series is designed actually for this lockdown period, and I hope very soon we will come out of that situation. Now, let us see what happens to the cancer patient once it is detected. Once you are detected with cancer, need not worry too much. Worrying will create problem. So, be confident, be positive, let us fight it. Here, a blanket approach is not there for homeopathic medicines because every individual is different from others, everybody's symptoms are different from others, and the homeopath has to decide based on some symptoms. But what is possible generally we are discussing here. I have told you the functions of the hormones are most important for the perfect health of an individual. So, we have to be with the nature very peacefully, happily, enjoying every bit of what the nature has given to us, and that's the key in maintaining a perfect hormone system. What can we do for that? How can we be with the nature? Emily songifolia, goat's milk, moringa leaves in any form are very naturally available ingredients in India throughout. We can take the help of these things to maintain reasonable good health. These are not really good for cancer, but being antioxidants, it is equally important for the high blood pressure people, diabetics, etc. You can make excellent porridge using Emily songifolia, adding bit of fresh coconut and rice. A goat's milk, incidentally, is very much alkaline in nature. That's why it is suggested for the treatment of cancer. Similarly, moringa leaves are non-antioxidant, which will help you to maintain a perfect health. There are number of vegetables, fruits available in the market, but you should look for organically grown if possible, pesticide free vegetables which are locally available, seasonally available, and make use of it. Similarly, the case of fruits, you can take all fruits, but avoid fruits which are sour in nature. For example, number of places oranges and musambis are recommended, but when coming to homeopathy, we don't recommend this kind of sour items, including this imli, what we are using in day-to-day making of the foods. We can further find out so many items available abundantly and throughout the Indian states, and identify those things which are known having curative effects in your locality. Rely on that. Avoid strictly the fried items, fridged items, artificially kept, artificially cooked items, this packet ready to eat items to the extent possible by the cancer patients. These are all recommended to be observed. And yes, not only that, the fresh water, don't go for the bottled water. You get water, collect it, sieve it, or boil it and cool it and use, not what is available in bottles, because its pH levels are varying. So many protein items are available, but we have to strictly avoid red meat, chicken, and as far as possible non-vegetarian items till you are feeling little bit okay. When you go to a hotel, the portion supplied to you is much more than what you can enjoy. Have judicious decision how much you take and what you have to take. In equally, I am against the milk other than goat's milk, sugar, and baked items. Deep fried items are forbidden. Then you will tell then what to eat. There are so many things to eat. Only look around. Once you are prohibited from certain items, then you will have a longing for taking those items. For the time being, keep away from that kind of desires. Similarly, one must also try to avoid the obnoxious materials if one is addicted to that, such as tobacco, the liquor, and opiate types of drugs, and drugs which can harm you. Fortunately, in homeo, there are umpteen medicines for cancer. Actually, we are having medicine for the symptoms. We don't give medicine for cancer per se. So what happens to the cancer patient? What is his feelings? What is the modalities? What he likes and what he doesn't like? All these come into picture. But those things will be discussed when time permits, when you will be able to meet your nearest homeopath. Till then, if by any chance you are having terrific pain, cancer pains are unbearable, then definitely you can take Euphorbium 6, 4 pills twice or thrice, depending upon what your nearest homeopath says. There are umpteen number medicine I told you, arsenic album, Rutaji, Carbo animalis, Carbo vegetalis. Okay, there goes a number of medicines. Perhaps these food habits alone, the medicines alone, will not be keep you fit enough to be very healthy. You have to see you are not in an obnoxious surrounding. You should have a clear environment where you can enjoy a good oxygen level, nice air, good sceneries, or a water, lakes and rivers. All these things will enthuse you, make you very happy to live without fear, to live without medicines, but not sacrificing your perfection, not sacrificing your right to live. A bit of daily exercise is also a requirement to right to be healthy. Exercise your right properly. Similarly, you can sleep in time, you can take proper rest. You are not going to get any sort of disturbance because lack of medicines. If you are observing what I have said, keep your hormones perfectly, allow it to work, allow it to do its job, then you are in a better platform. Hope you understood it properly. Thank you for your patience here. We shall again meet in the next episode. That would be on hypothyroidism based on common demand. Thank you, Dr. Sukumaran.